You create your reality by the lens of perspective you choose to see the world through. Receive or miss your calling through the energy you harness from that lens. The choice is yours. Welcome to the Donawon podcast.
Yo, first of all, I don't do introductions, so I'm just gonna jump straight right into this P. My nigga Asa.
What's up?
Bro, first of all, I want to officially congrats, man.
Thanks, man.
You've been oiling the world.
Thanks.
Well, I've already told you what today's topic is about because obviously there's
I
like
actually forgot.
no, why you doing like this? But like obviously like people see like the glitz and glamour of this industry. But like obviously, first of all, you've been one of the people to do this the longest.
Yeah.
And then apart from the fact that it's the longest, it's been one of the most successful. So this topic is called Music Management 101, but I'm going to change it to Music Management. Apart from the fact that you're one of the people to do this for the longest, you've also been one of the most successful. I mean, see your watch, see your chain. You just talked to the chain. But anyway, this topic is called Music Management 101, but because we're in Nigeria, we're just going to call it Music Management 234.
Yeah.
So we oil it like that. So bro, like what's been going on now? I hate this like interview format, but as we keep going.
I mean, New Year's, so obviously, like, new goals. Always trying to expand some more. So we just opened, at the club, we just opened a sports department, which is challenging.
Right.
But
because the new terrain.
yeah. I mean, but I think what we're going to have is we actually have my best friend, his name is Larry Vigo. He's running the sports department for us. So far, so good. We're actually going to Turkey tomorrow to watch one of our clients play for his new team tomorrow. So, I mean, new challenge. Like, I love challenges, so hopefully we get this right. And it's another success story. I'm supposed to be adding another client to the catalog, sports-wise soon. Just reviewing paperwork.
Is it strictly Nigerians?
For now, obviously, like, it's easier to start with Nigerian players because we're Nigerian.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So like I think like our first 3 clients will be Nigerian players. Everybody knows most of the 2 other people we're in talks with.
Yeah.
So people shouldn't be that surprised. Obviously the music side of things, events, always trying to grow on the event side. Music's good. I mean David's album is doing really well.
Yeah, facts.
Percy's album is doing well. Mike Mayo's recording his next album. Our DJs are traveling more. So slowly but surely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So let's take it back, man. Cause I just have to talk about how I found out about Asa even before meeting you. So see this guy here. This guy has been doing events since I can remember. Obviously now on a like worldwide scale, but like I'm talking about like when we were kids, bro. Like I remember there was a time where you were doing some event. I can't remember. I think it was you, Fisaya Lunge, and Teasy. And bro, I couldn't get in. And all I saw here was this short yellow guy with like the biggest afro talking and commanding guys. I was like, who does this guy think he is? Like, who does he think he is? And I was like, yo, I'm gonna brush this nigga the day I see him like face to face. But then obviously like I now got into the same field that you had been in for like so long. But like bro, like when I entered I was like, okay, I actually now get it. Like Asa was ahead of the curve. Like to the point whereby you and David merging together made sense because he was ahead of the curve. Because I was talking to my friend, shout out FKO, and he pointed something out to me. He said, do you know what it takes for someone to move back to a country and take over the country on his own terms? I bet these guys now when doing like this.
I mean like
from the beginning.
I mean like obviously like in secondary school I went to White Sands, so like normal people, all boys schools, we used to throw parties all the time. So I used to just throw parties with the boys just based on having a good time and throwing parties. But like, all this time I didn't know that my uncle actually ran a record label in Nigeria that was actually a successful record label. I knew I had this really cool uncle that worked in the entertainment business, but I had no interest in all that stuff then. So these guys used to rap in our school called the Bonafide Crew.
Yeah, I remember that.
So the kids come and block me and they're like, yo, we want to get signed to your uncle's label. And I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about, guy. So I went home and I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, I need to talk to Uncle Obi about this. But I said, okay, call on Club, and I talked to him, spoke to him. Took me on there, had a few meetings, went back and forth. But then around that time, I think it was, MTV Base 15 years this year.
Yeah.
So it was the year MTV Base opened in Nigeria. I remember being in the office when they were premiering the Manage Why Me video. So probably like 15 years ago from today. And I was around, and I just found it really cool how like people were having fun and making money of what they enjoyed. So I was like, oh, this makes sense. And obviously at that point in time, I was like the youngest guy, and then Nato just started his music career, Storm was doing well, so by default I became like the young rep for the label.
Word.
So like when we put out music and stuff, I made sure the music was being played at all the young parties, and obviously as I grew older, transitioned to the clubs, regular backers, rehab back in the day, blah, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Started doing events, and I started working with the artists, like let me see, fun fact. Like not a lot of people don't know, but then like I managed R2Bs from Ghana for a while.
Word. When? How old were you then?
Bruh, I was like.
And were they R2Bs?
Yeah, we had Kiss. When they had all the popping songs, Kiss and Hannah, that was only 20. Bro, I can't remember. Like 2011, 12, I think. Yeah, but they had like a really decent run in Nigeria. It was fun. Used to argue all the time. Shout out PD. But yeah, it was fun. I mean, like, and obviously, like, I got to work with Nato, Sasha, Sauce, YQ. So I think all of that like prepared me to be able to stand alone on my own. So eventually, when me and David, like I tell you all the time, like me and David were not friends.
Word. How do you guys meet initially?
So obviously, David knew who I was. I knew who David was.
Yeah.
But we had mutual friends. Like I'd been to a party in David's house once. We spoken about music from a distance. Like we were cool, but it wasn't a situation where like we used to call each other or anything. And then I think one Christmas David came back. Obviously, David and Special are really cool. Special and I have been guys for ages.
Word.
So Special really like the glue that keeps all of us together.
Yeah.
So we've spoken about him doing music and moving back and blah blah blah. All this time, I'm now joining my own dad. I want to do a gap year in Nigeria before I actually go to uni.
Yeah.
So David comes back to Nigeria, talk a little bit, come up with a plan, and boom, start working together. And like I feel as if like in our case, because of the fact that both of us had made that decision to go against our parents' wills, we had like it was a situation of like, guy, this thing has to work.
Has to.
So we pushed and shoved, and we're here today, and so far so good. Can't complain.
Because bro, another thing, yeah, because obviously you fast forwarded a lot, but
Yeah.
obviously because I'm a manager as well,
Yeah.
there's some key steps that I want people to actually learn.
Yeah.
So the first thing then is Damiduro.
Yeah.
But before Damiduro, let's talk about back when. So sorry to cut you short.
Yeah.
So the NATO link up,
Yeah.
obviously that was you.
Yeah.
So talk about that.
I mean, David. So basically, what happened was David has sent me back when I was like, "Oh, this might be someone. I want this to be my first single, and I want to get someone on it." So David wanted to put someone else on it. And I'm like, "Why are we wasting our time? Like, Nato will do this thing for us now."
Right.
So we spoke to Nato, figured everything out, recorded it at Icon Studio one night. We discovered Frank Ocean that night actually. Nato was on Frank Ocean. This was way before he popped up.
Word.
Yeah, recorded that, shot the video with clients. We put it out, and it had a decent. I won't say the song, in my opinion, people say the song blew up. I won't say it blew up, but it did really well at that time. It did what we wanted it to do.
Yeah.
I think what we wanted to get David in clubs, we wanted people to have an idea that Davido existed. Because one of the things we did back then was that we made sure before the music came out, a lot of relevant people already knew who David was. So we'd get co-signs and support from certain people, which we did. I remember before it came out, literally like, I don't think there's anybody that thinks to be an born and OG in the industry now that can tell you that, oh, I didn't meet David before it popped off. Like we made it was so important to us.
Yeah.
And for us till today, like relationships and just maintaining the balance and remembering where you come from is very one thing I told you all the time, like, listen, I know you're tired, I know, but I'm like, bro, we have to do this for this reason. Like I remember like the South City Awards this year, like I was like, I'm really disappointed at the way Nigerian artists treat and behave to the awards. I'm like, bro, no matter what, I feel as if like you should make time for this kind of thing. Cause like no one can tell me they didn't know about the awards. They emailed me like 3 months ahead of time.
Word.
Like they gave me a different date. I confirmed the other day, but they came back to me maybe a month before and said this, and I still made it work. And I feel as if like it's bad for industry in the sense that people, eyes on our industry now. There were so many important people from out of town in that room that day watching their awards, and I imagine the kind of effect it has. Like, oh, this person wins, he's not there. This person wins, he's not there. Yeah. So I'm like, it's not like I know what your one or two people are missing, but bro, literally like. The creative side of our industry, the talents, they need to do better. And this is not me just saying that. Even my fellow managers like me, I would say like, come on guys, we need to. And that is our own award. Yeah, that is our own BET. That is our own Soul Train awards. Yeah. It's important.
Yeah, I definitely agree, bro, for sure. So I wanted to ask you before we even enter that into it, because the next thing I want to talk about is like how you maneuvered around like having a big song like that because currently I'm experiencing that with Thames and trying to. So okay. My approach usually with any artist I work with is I'm a strong advocate of like the brand. So like, were you aware of this from the beginning? If you say yes, that's how I know that you are not from here.
No, you see, the thing is, and I tell people, because anybody that has probably had a conversation with me about like establishing an artist, I tell them like, bro, you need to first of all know what you represent, who are your fans, what's your fan base, because there's no point. You're never gonna see bears dragging with energy. Like, I look at, for example, like STC and the Palm Wine Fest. It's in their own lane. They're not dragging. Like, there can be 10 events that day. All popping. STC's events still pop because they have a core fan base.
Facts.
The same way Burna Boy doing an event somewhere, and you know, like, okay, these guys here, 75% of them are diehard Burna Boy fans. Or a Whiskey event. So I feel as if like with Damage Zero, you know, things we had Damage Zero for like 4 or 5 months before it comes out. So we are jamming it and playing, and we all knew that this was the one. The issue, I would say the issue where we were stuck was like, okay, how are we going to put it out? Because we were like, okay, back when they did really well, but at this point I need to go and fighting with my parents, I'm not making money with that, that's what finally shoot videos. But like, okay guys, we came A1 with the first release, this next release has to be A1. So in all that time spending, going back and forth, trying to raise those, shoot the video, the song leaked.
Do you know how that happened?
Now I know. Now I know how it leaked. And this is like, so I remember that day was Skills video shoot from Mukulu. And a bomb, and it leaked. But luckily for me, I had uploaded it on, I think I had it was not a WeTransfer that day, it was a Hulk share, one of these old things. So I had to put it out then. And I remember going out, I think like the next weekend was the Headies or something. And it was DJ Case, shout out to Case. Case actually released a word back in the day. Playing it at the after party. I mean, they were looking at each other and like, yeah, nigga, we're all like, you like how I smile when you talk. I was like, yeah, forget, we're here to stay. So we definitely knew it was going to be a big song. We just didn't know how big it was going to be. Because to today, I would say that's still one of the biggest songs that's come out from Nigeria in a long time.
Because I personally know what I felt when I heard it for the first time. I hadn't heard anything like that before because obviously you had the band and Wiz was obviously doing his thing, but when David came with Damn Zero, like it stopped, man. Okay, so let's fast forward now. You guys are doing well in Nigeria, obviously. You guys have solidified yourself as you solidified yourself as a manager. He solidified himself as an artist. You guys are doing well. So let's talk about like the international like attention that comes with just being Africa's number one.
I mean, like, there's this thing that I say to a lot of people at the time, especially when we're abroad. So, like, last year, we spent a lot of last year in the States finalizing the album and some other stuff we're going to do this year. And I used to talk about them, I'm like, guy, this thing, if you don't understand this, or you don't want to be part of it, it's not by force. I'm coming from a continent where 54 countries are behind me.
Facts.
I can never make the money. I mean, God willing, one day I will make the money I want to make in America. Like, I can never make the money I make in America as of now. If the stars align, God willing, they will. One day I will be able to, but I'm like, dude, it's not do or die. I have 1 billion people somewhere waiting for the next video release. And I feel as if for these stars to align or for this to work, it's the duty of the talents, and everybody in our industry to actually represent us in a certain way. Like sometimes I go into meetings abroad and they say some certain things to me and I'm like, wait, who told you this? and you find out some other manager has been there and just said a whole
Trash.
bullshit. And I'm like, bro, like, these guys take the service to the whole industry by telling this lie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, obviously, everybody adds salt and pepper to their yams, but like, at least the guy be able to back it up when the time comes.
Facts.
Which is one thing that I feel we need to work on. And then, obviously, I say all the time, we all need to collaborate, work together.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a competition to an extent, but then, like I say, it's not do or die. Like, sometimes it's easier when we all work together.
Yeah.
Like, and it's one thing I learned from David, it's like collaborating, helping people, because you're in a position you can help people. Like, for example, like, look at all our artists. Like, we say to people all the time, like, I do not, for example, I told Sam one time, I'm like, Sam, you know, I did not have to bring my alcohol out of wireless. I did not have to shout and get you guys from Turkey that weekend, walk outside Finsbury Park to find. I'm like, bro, how many artists in David's position will do that?
Yeah.
But those are the little things that set people apart. Like, look at the US, when artists decide they are going to collaborate or do something together.
Yeah.
Look at the effect. Look at it like how when Jay-Z and Kanye were doing like Watch His Own campaign. The effect. I know they're like A-list artists. I'm talking about even like when a D-list artist decides, oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to co-sign this guy. Look at, okay, perfect example, like Chris Brown and David relationship. I know how much we gained from that last year. We performed in venues that on a normal day would not have performed in for another 2-3 years. Just because of that co-sign and him messing with us.
Yeah.
So I feel the most important thing right now is us working as a unit as much as we can.
Yeah.
Obviously, everybody wants to be more successful than the other person, but we shouldn't do that to our detriment, because at the end of the day, Afrobeat is cool now, the same way reggae and dancehall was cool.
Yeah.
If we mess up, we move on to the next time.
Facts.
Which is the honest truth.
And bro, it's so funny you say that, because I was telling someone the other day about how, you see, like, the Latin community,
That's why they're so popular.
bro, they have hacked it in a sense whereby you don't even know the country.
Of course.
You just know,
There's
Latino, but there's Colombia, there's Spain, there's Ecuador, there's so many, like, Spanish speaking.
And the numbers they do,
bro. So imagine if, like, us African artists link up together in a way whereby, like, everybody's involved in it. Like, so even this Afrobeat term, we already know how much headache that causes. If you just coin it as African music and just saturate the market with African music through collaborations, like, we have hard producers, they have dope artists, even Ghana.
of course.
Yeah, like,
cause it's, bro, like, if you look at like Latino music, it's like Farruko, Zuna, J Balvin, Nicky Jam, like, their numbers are stupid.
yeah,
Solo numbers are stupid.
yeah. Bro.
So when they come together, it's like a madness.
It's a problem. So, bro, anyway, moving on, Sha, I wanted to talk to you about the intricacies of, like, the business, because obviously, like, we're talking about the artist perspective, but we are managers. So, obviously, terms now, I'll talk about her. Chime is doing well. Yeah. I mean, we speak often, so we already know the intricacies. So, in a situation whereby, like, labels are approaching, like, artists.
Don't sign.
Okay, so that's number one. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You know how different people have different things that work for them just based off their situation. So for like a David, for example, his passport can allow him to go anywhere and everywhere. You understand? So there are some barriers he doesn't have to face.
Yeah, I mean, but see, and this thing I tell people all the time.
Yeah.
I have an Nigerian passport.
I know.
I know. A lot of people will not believe that.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm everybody with this.
Yeah.
I feel obviously there's the advantage of the fact that I'm Davido's manager.
Exactly.
But in my opinion and my defense, I tell people all the time, like, guy, if you're actually organized and you're actually going to go and work and do things, visa is not your excuse.
Yeah.
I say to people all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Then what about, because obviously some people think it's just about labels, you understand? Like, we know that there are different types of deals that can give you capital to actually fund what you want to do. You want to talk about some?
I mean, I feel as if, like, okay, now, so for example, Nate, I'm telling you don't sign. My artist is signed to Lagos. I'm speaking from experience now.
Yeah.
Yes, I know what we have gained from being signed to a major label.
Yeah.
But I feel as if, like you said, every case is different.
Yeah.
I've put an album with a label now. I got a nice advance. I got to meet certain people. But I feel as if, like, and it's not like throwing anyone under the bus or doing anything. Like, okay, for example, now, David's.
You're talking about Son of Mercy, by the way.
I wasn't about Son of Mercy.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, but Son of Mercy is a good example of this thing, because I tell people all the time, and I'm saying it's not because of the fact I was working with David and all that. I'm like, bro, if I was working with Dave and Son of Mercy came out, it would have popped.
Yeah.
I say it all the time because Son of Mercy is not a wacky P.
Yeah.
It just was not pushed properly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because, I remember. Yeah.
I was like, bro, if I want to actually flex on you guys, I'll actually release a video from it and the song will pop.
Word.
Because it's actually not a wacky P. But at that point in time, with Afrobeats, I feel as if Sony and other major labels, Afrobeats was just cool.
Yeah.
They didn't know what it took to push music.
Yeah.
Obviously now I won't say it's changed, but it's a bit more of a balance. Like in David's scenario, the kind of thing where like was a 40-60 where like, you know what guys, you've tried your way, have you? Leave us for this one.
Yeah.
And we find a balance. So with labels, like where David's career is at now, I feel as if it was okay to sign to a label. Obviously there's certain things that don't have happened if we're not signed to a label.
Yeah.
And I give the label that like respects the label, thanks for all that stuff.
Yeah.
But with the way the industry is built now, you don't really need sign to a label. Like obviously, if an international artist is trying to break into different market, obviously a label makes sense.
Yeah.
But some of the most popping guys in Yankee, everybody shouting, bro, they are independent people keeping their buck.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, like, shout out my high bridge guys. They boogie them. It's an example all the time.
Yeah.
They are the sharpest, hardest guys of our generation. Bro, like I've been like shout out his actual manager. Yeah, like he's one guy I talk to a lot, and I've learned a lot of from their aspect. Because I'm like, okay, bro, what do you think about this? I think it's because a lot of them on the team are African, so they understand the balance. So I'm like, bro, okay, I'm in this predicament now. If I do this, and I would say it's worked out. Like for example, perfect example, David's rollout for a good time was pretty much done by me and a few other people who don't work with the label.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I think we had an amazing like week of release or month of release.
Yeah.
And that was just me sitting in America for 6-7 months networking and coming up with an actual plan and coming through on it. So I feel as if David was not signed to a label on his next release or besides going independent, it will not really affect us that much because we've done the work.
Right.
So cases are different. I just don't like record labels.
Yeah, I understand why. Trust me. I've had my own personal experience with them as well.
Yeah.
But what I would say is this, because a lot of people think that the only deals that exist are 360.
No, that's not that. People don't know that. So.
Yeah. So break down the different types of deals.
So this thing someone said to me, Brooklyn Johnny, Cardi B's manager, said to me one day, I'll never forget.
Who's manager?
Brooklyn Johnny is Cardi B's manager.
Okay.
Said to me, he's like, bro, your next album, you advance, get as much as you can, then if you do that, the label will work. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, bro, they have to recoup the money. They're not throwing away the money. So like, for example, in Nigerian artists now, Warner sent you a contract, 50K advance. 50K is going to do for you in the scheme of things.
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, think about it this way now. Get 200K from those guys.
Yeah.
6 figures, they have to recoup that money.
They have to.
They're not going to write off 200K. They are going to work to an extent. So, whether you're just doing a licensing deal or just signing a distribution deal or a full 360 deal, you need to know what works for you. And I think a perfect example for this thing is like our tech community or like our tech scene now.
Yeah.
Our tech scene is in a very peculiar, never been before place for music.
Yeah.
Because a guy from New York who's coming to Nigeria for holidays will probably know who Odunsi or Santi is, but he has no idea who. Maybe like, let me not even go to streets. Let me even say maybe like an LAX.
Okay, yeah.
He will not know who he is.
Yeah.
But then LAX has how many bangers behind him.
Yeah.
But then because the hotel scene is kind of like tied to like the fashion scene and lifestyle in general.
Yeah.
I talk about something like that. I feel like the hotel music scene, if done properly, has in like 3 to 5 years, has the percentage to actually be huge.
Like mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Because it's crazy. Like I'll go to a conversation with like people. Okay, like you, bro. Like I remember one day. Was just talking. Even says a certain name to me, and I'm like, bro, every time I hang out with you, you surprise me. How the hell do you know? Everyone goes like, nah, man, I'll be checking. I'm like, and I think about it, like, obviously he works in the music industry, so him checking isn't something crazy. But at the end of the day, I've seen Igbo put so many guys on from conversations. I'm like, imagine how many guys this guy has told about this thing. And this is now where the power of like data and starts coming.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know what other people do, but I can tell you. Because the fact that we perform in certain regions, we don't go to every region and close with the same song or start with the same song. Because you know that, okay, yeah, in the Caribbean, okay, for example, David in the Caribbean, minus Risky now, obviously, Assurance is David's biggest song in the Caribbean.
Okay.
In New York, Fall is David's biggest song. We come back to Niger, any song can close the show.
Word.
If very, and these are all things like before signing a deal, you actually need to sit back and actually value yourself and say, okay, do I need these guys to do this for? Like for example, another thing is like booking agents. I just moved away from one of the biggest booking agents to another very big booking agency, but that I haven't worked at African talent before.
Word. And
beggars are like, it's like, why are you doing this? What? And I'm like, bro, like I said before, these guys right now, these have us because Afrobeat is cool. They like the idea of it.
Right.
They're not getting me shows. Like last summer we did 7 festivals in Europe. I got 5. Why do I have anything to do with it?
Yeah.
Either go with someone brand new who I can see the passion. Bro, booking agency was signed to the guy who we signed with chased me for 2 years. Back in the day, he took me and my girl out for lunch just to have a conversation. I was on holiday in New York, came to me and was like, bro, I don't care what you want to do. And I stayed in contact with this guy. And I asked certain questions to see where this guy's knowledge of our music was. And I could tell at the point in time, he was still exploring it. When I have conversations with him now, I'm like, bro, you don't know that this guy learned about Afrobeat 2 years ago. Wow. And that's my thing. I'm like, bro, if you want to be a part of it, be a part. Don't be on the cover, be in the book. Like, let's actually make this work. People say all the time, like, oh, why you see yourself doing this or doing that? I'm like, bro, you do realize the same way that somebody become a superstar in Nigeria, there's a process to becoming a superstar in America. Like, people come out and say, oh, Lil Tecca blew in one day or Soulja Boy blew. I'm like, bro, do you know how many songs Soulja Boy released that flop before this one? Like, there's really and truly in life, there's no overnight success story. You have to have done something. Like, I don't think you can just say, oh, the first song I ever recorded in my life became, it was Motown Road.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah. But people see that and assume that it's just a one song kind of piece. Trust me, I've actually met people that believe that, you know. So, bro, there's something I wanted to talk to you about because we actually have this in common. And like, you guys have had such a sick one. I completely forgot this happened. You and David stopped working together for a while.
Best thing happened to us.
Yeah, obviously, because like you guys came back stronger. So it's like, okay, what are the dynamics here that create the environment for longevity?
You see, with David and I talk all the time,
Yeah. And I'm talking about in relationship, like artists.
We started popping off when we were really young.
Yeah, facts.
And we were not signed, like, okay, for example, I always said, because we were signed to Banky. He had somebody guiding him. I was David's Banky technically. I'm like, bro, it was the first time I was doing it too. So you're bound to misbehave. If you know as an 18, 19-year-old, you're making 2 and 3 every week, you will mess up. Like sometimes I look back and say things and I be like, bro, that was the dumbest shit. And I feel as if like that's actually important because you can now look back and say, okay, yeah, we've done all this dumb shit. Let's move on to the more serious stuff. Like there's certain things that you do not get faced by because you've done it so many times. So I feel as if when me and David had that falling out, it allowed me a lot to like actually become my own person and build my own brand because there's one thing people call me when people call me David man, that pisses me off so much because I'm like, bro, I do so many other things. So it's kind of thing where like, okay, I was able to establish my black brand, build plug up, do other things, dabble into a few other businesses. So it's kind of thing where like it was now 2017 was like two forces coming together and like and taking it to another level. So, and with that, it's kind of thing where like both of us came back at the point where like, God, I'm still popping. So it's kind of thing where like everybody's like, okay, I know the value this guy brings to the table. I know the value this guy brings to the table. Everybody respects. I tell people all the time. There's one thing David says. David says to me like in terms of music here. If I say David, let's release a song like this, let's do like this. David will hardly say to me, no, I don't like the idea. Do your thing, I do my thing. I think the only like off the record, I'll be on record. Like the only I think in the last 2-3 years, all I've done musically with David was like I think you should change the second verse on Fire, which is now probably the most epic verse, one of the most epic verses. Because the first verse was very controversial, and then choose the songs for the album together. Like with the creative process, like I'll probably say, okay, David, this shit is popping. I think we should try to do a song like this. But in terms of do it like this or change this, that's not me. All I say is after this first song is like the two of me I like, or the two of me I like. And the same way I say, okay, David, like this is the plan for the next quarter. I'll go through it. We know how we do it. So I feel as if that in that sense, don't get it wrong. Me and David rap all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Before the O2 show, before the was 10 minutes before we wrapped.
Yeah.
The people don't know everything the show was going to happen. So it's kind of thing where like, but I think that's what we were trying, like, this is what, you need that balance. Another thing is have a life outside of your clients. I make sure, like, for example, this thing I do with some of my guys who I grew up with, we have a boys trip like every year where we just go somewhere and actually just like lock off from, and I think all those things are really, really important, especially for me, because I'm like, bro, I'm on the road with these guys all the time. I don't see my family, I don't see my friends, so it's very important to have that balance. So it's kind of thing where I feel like with balance, everything is it works out. Because like, for example, like we're going on tour in February now. Everybody knows after the last show in ATL, I'm going to talk to each other for like a week. It's like an unspoken rule. Yeah. After that show in ATL on the 12th, everyone walks away. I doesn't yell at anybody for like a week. It's not a beef thing. It's like I beg, I need my space. So I feel like artist manager relationships are very, very important because there has to be a balance. There has to be a mutual respect. There has to be understanding. There has to be trust. That kind of thing. Like obviously, like the ups and downs, people mess up, but you always have to like try and keep it as 100 as possible. It's very important.
Right.
Yeah.
Dope, man. Bro, I don't even know what else. How long have we?
Probably like half an hour.
Damn, that's mad.
Okay.
It doesn't even feel like that.
Okay. How long do you Scotty talking for?
Bro, we don't like. I think we've yarned a lot of things very quickly. That's the thing. But apparently it's long.
No, I mean it's as long as you want it to.
I know. Obviously, like literally, this is still going to be like. I don't edit. Like I just let things go organically. Cause man. So, bro, what else? Now, what's been new with you, Sha? In general, cause bro, like there's money. You haven't sent me my $500.
You don't need it now. You don't need money now.
Forget that picture, man. But bro, man, me personally, I'm about to go to Yanks next month. Yeah. So have the same kind of meetings that you had, man. So what advice do you have for me?
Know what you want. That's the most important thing. And then don't sign with anybody because you think it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm telling you for a fact, yeah.
Obviously.
There's some certain guys I'm talking to now.
Yeah.
And when you sign that contract, to reach them, it needs to be a different ball.
I can only imagine, man.
So if it doesn't feel right, don't do it.
Yeah. I hear you, bro. Come on, we should end it like that, man. Are we?
Yeah, I mean, your call, man.
Bro, see,
I'm easy.
I think, because I'm trying to think what else we can probably talk about under this management aspect. Okay, let me talk about like organizing tours independently.
Yeah.
What's the format? What's
for people that don't know? Afrobeat wise, organizing tours independently. The way Africans have done it in the past is that you just book a shitload of sport dates and you make a flyer and say you're on tour.
Yeah.
And it works, to be honest, it works. The only way it doesn't work is that actual buyers for festivals and actual shows don't get to get the data and actually know the ticket value of that person in that region.
Yeah. So
like I remember like in 2017 we did like a huge sport day tour. So everybody knows the video house. And I would go to people would be like, yeah, how many tickets has Davido sold in New York? I'm like, come on, are you crazy? I'd be like, do you know how many shows we've done in New York? I'm like, Baba, when we did New York in like 2013, a police shut down our show. Are you like, so, but then I realized this comes with growth. You now realize that that one is for you and your African niggas on the side or your Liberian promoters here. But actual buyers, if you want to get to the next level, it needs to actually be on records that you did a show in Seattle on so day. Sold this amount of tickets. You did a show in Sweden, sold this amount of tickets. Yeah. And that's what we spent 2018, 2019 doing, making sure that we had all these stats so people know there was value in certain regions. So when they're making offers, I'm not getting some dumb offer in the region that I know that I should be getting this or that. And this is the power of having a booking agent.
Right.
So I feel as if like, even if you don't sign to a label, like after like getting your publishing and stuff in order, a booking agent is actually very important. Yeah. Like for example, we're about to go on this big tour in from February to April of North America, and it's been a challenge putting it together because obviously like African music and the way Africans behave is still very new to all these guys. Like I remember in December we announced the tour late November, early December. I remember someone from Live saying, "Oh, the shows are not selling," and I'm like, "Bro, everybody buying these tickets in Nigeria are rocking right now. You're not thinking about Davido live in Houston or Davido live in Toronto." And so far we sold more than 100 to 200 tickets by now. We're in an amazing place. I was like, okay, there's any show that has not sold 50 tickets, highlight this one, this one needs to go ham and promote this one more. apart from that, we're an amazing place. Now we are back. Everybody's back from work. Tickets are moving now, and guy now goes to me like, I see what you mean. I'm like, bro, you have to understand Africans. I'm like, bro, African shows in general, when especially when it's like not festivals, like a headline show for an artist, very, very, very few times do they sell out 2-3 weeks before.
Right.
When it's mostly Africans going. Like, certain states that tickets are selling, like, Don Davis' US tour now, Seattle is doing very well, and I was like, guy, this Seattle thing doesn't make any sense to me. And the equal goes, no, I've been to Seattle before, there are Bell Librarians and Guyana, okay, it makes sense now. Then obviously like the regular New York, Toronto, Atlanta, LA, our normal places almost sold out already. Toronto's doing really well. Chicago. So, but then to get to that point, I explained to that nation, like, listen, you guys can promote the shows, but I need to hire certain local promoters in certain cities.
Facts.
It's like when we did the O2 show, in the beginning, William Morris and that show were not having anything Smith. I said, no Smith, no show.
No show.
Because you guys do not understand our market. You have to work with the guys who have built it to even get your attention.
Yeah.
I look at it today now, Afro Nation, look how, and I tell people all the time, like, because I work at Afro Nation, I'm part of Afro Nation, I tell people all the time, like, you guys do not realize how much work Smith puts in to get to this point where Smith can even come out and say, I'm even trying to do a festival. Bear in mind, this festival is not even his main terrain in the UK. That goes to show you the power of Afrobeats in general. Like look at it, we're going to Puerto Rico in March. Like, I can see the ticket sales, and I'm like, guys, this is actually crazy. I can see where people are buying these tickets from. Like, we just did Ghana. I can tell you, like, more people came in buying tickets than people that actually lived in Ghana.
Right.
And I'm like, guys, do you realize what kind of stat that is? Do you know, like, think about it, like, think about how much that's doing for the Ghanaian Tourism Board. How much they're making off for those visas. And this is all still turning around African music. So it still stands out what I was saying again, like the next like 3 to 5 years are so important. Like, if you're not building or involved or trying to do something now, you might miss the bus.
Facts. Bro, something else that came to my mind as you were talking. Okay. Do you remember during like Good Luck's era, that you know they tried to do this grant thing with us in the industry whereby, like, you know, if you wanted money you could apply for your loan. Which way now, another thing is this, anything that the government gets involved in just turns to trash. But like, what do you think we can actively do as an industry to make these people like invest in us properly? Because like we're independent fully and we have to rely on these labels.
I mean, to be honest, I was having this conversation with someone else about something. There's some other things CBN are doing with grants. And someone was like, so how you know? I was like, Baba, anything government, I know do. And the guy was like, bro, because it's never really what it is. So I feel like we should even be focusing on that right now. The government has bigger issues than, bro, we don't have 24 hours lights. Like, there's no way that this is gonna work. How do they track the money? How do they keep the money? How do the money be useful? How do you even do an audit? Like, but our problem is like as in like
even Spotify. So.
But that's the reason why these labels cannot come in and do certain things, because you don't have the backing. Bro, Spotify still doesn't. I mean, it's not only a Nigerian thing; it's like an African thing in general. Like, not only in SA. But then like the amount of supports Spotify gave me on David's album release. Like, business wise, I said it to them, like, this doesn't actually make that much sense for you guys yet. But they see the potential and they spend the money, and I'm like, guys, if somebody that is sitting in California can sit there and spend that kind of money on promoting an album here that they're not making any money from, what is the excuse of our own people? But the thing is, we're very, very used to sitting back and letting people do things for us. So it's more a thing of like, you finding, even if I don't believe in short-term solutions, but if you're living from one short-term solution to the other to avoid a big yawa, you might as well do that.
Facts. So I was gonna say something but escaped my mind. Jesus is Lord. I remember how to leverage your value. So obviously there's building your value to a point whereby, you know, you're sought after, but there's not leveraging it to get the right deals. So if you don't want to go through like the label route or anything, because remember what I was talking to you about as to how I want this company to work with me. I'm like, no, go with this company. So first of all, getting in the rooms.
Getting in the room. But that's the thing. I tell people all the time, like, bro, the time is now.
Facts.
They want you in the room. It's just about like people don't know this yet, but I tell people all the time, like, to today, I just get people's email addresses and just email them and say, hi, this is who I am, this is what I want to do with you. And it's worked out for me sometimes. Like sometimes I don't even get a reply. Sometimes I get replies. Like big guys will tell you that back in the day, the way they met me was that I emailed them and said, hi, I'm so person, I did this. So I feel as if off of the fact that we're in demand, bro, kick every door down possible, whether it's an invitation or you have to walk past the receptionist or send an email. Like, I don't literally mean walk past the receptionist. But it's like, for example, like with distributing music. Empire, for example, support 1 billion independent artists. They were here in Nigeria over Christmas. Why were they here when they've done their math? Oh, this is what's popping next. Let's get a piece of the cake now. So it's a doggy dog world. If you're not popping, we'll not come and look for you. So go and collect your own money too. Like I tell people all the time, like guys, you guys are so lucky that they will sign to a label. If they was independent now, nobody will talk to me.
Because you guys would have gone to collect all.
Yes.
I know.
So I tell people all the time, like, bro, if I just free, it's free back. I'm like, guys, if it was me, where I would be right now, you guys don't understand what's going on.
But bro, the thing is this, not everybody has like the star power currently.
Of course.
And because people are still on the rise, there are some I'll give you an example. Like there's sometimes I'll enter some meetings and literally they'll tell me some trash like none of the people that we work with currently are giving cash. We give them products, you know, and I know that's nonsense.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like
no, but that's right. The Nigerian music industry is a wash too. Some guys are taking products.
Of course, now, yeah, for sure. Oh, bro.
It's just like, bro. Like I wake up every morning. I wake up every morning and be like, okay, what's like? For example, there's this group I have on WhatsApp. And many brothers. One in particular is an example. It's me, David, and this lawyer Bobo. And literally that group, all that happens in that group is how we're moving from here to here. How. Like literally, we spent the first 2 weeks of January after we finished shows in Christmas. Just like, okay, guys, how are we changing this? How are we doing this? How are we improving on this? Where are we lacking? And I feel like this. I tell people all the time, I'm like, listen here. Nobody can tell me anything. The hardest working artist in our industry is David. David is the one waking up telling sometimes like, Asa, I've not gotten this thing. How can I do this? It's you that's done it. I'm like. Time you have that kind of fire behind your head, you have no choice but to do your work. So it's kind of thing where like it's not just left the talents or the mind. Like the combination of everybody actually just doing their jobs goes a long way. It's like the smallest. Like who else can I give an example now? Zlatan. I said Zlatan at Christmas. That's how I was thinking. I was like, guy, you kill yourself. How many shows do you want to do? Stop relying. Like, and he sat down one day and actually was like, okay, see, what else can I do? I need to come up with it. Like, and he started building himself a team. And I'm like, okay, you will see the difference. Like, it's not possible to do 365 shows a year. It's not possible to even do. I mean, it's possible to do 200 probably, but then like, there's so many other ways you can be making money. Like, till now, no one on our side is really making proper merch money.
True.
Like we have people starting to make PRS money and publishing money, endorsement doing money, but there's still so much we can do. So I mean, like, and one thing I tell people all the time is you never stop learning. I'm always asking questions. I'm always reading. Like one thing I'm trying to improve on this year, starting to read books again. Like I don't do my research on the internet, but I used to read books all the time before. I want to try to start doing that again because I feel as if like there's so like I'm going into unfamiliar territory every day. It's kind of thing I'm like, okay, if I know like because bro, if you do not know something and you read a book about it, you can always use it and finesse.
It's smart.
I've done it so many times. Where I'll be going to the mission and yes, no, I don't think I'll collect the deal and I'll learn on the job. So many times. It's kind of thing I'm like, bro, work on yourself. As much as you're working on the artist, you have to work on yourself so you can provide for the artist. But once you get that, you're good.
Because it's very important to represent you in these rooms.
Nah, bro.
It's literally the difference between you getting and you messing it up.
Trust me.
Bro, man, I'm just happy you're back. Cause no, wait, you're going to Yankee next month now.
We can take it tomorrow.
But when are you going to be in Yanks?
I'm in America, the whole tour. So like
when you travel off?
Probably like the week before the tour starts. So like probably like 3rd week February.
So New York, what would you be? What's
you know what's my ACL
guys? We'll see what we see, sir.
I was in New York, but ACL as well.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, thanks.
Bro, thanks, man. G.
Thanks for having me.
We oiled it.